Hello friends, so welcome to this lecture on storage account security overviews. In this lecture, we'll try to understand whenever you create a storage account, what happens. So basically, whenever we create a storage account, we must provide a unique name. And when we create a storage account, Azure will generate two set of access keys. Like if you'll see the screen, we have the primary access key and the secondary access key. So both your storage account name and access keys, you can say that they provide the credentials that one needs to authenticate your storage account or access the various objects which are lying within your storage account. And the another thing is by default, the access keys which are generated when you create a storage account provide a full access to your storage account, and they basically, if you provide those access keys to somebody or to some client or end user, so they can virtually do anything in your account. So as a security best practice, it is always advised to regenerate your access keys on time to time basis, and it also act as a high availability for your applications. So for example, let's say there is a web application which is using the primary access key, and in case let's say you need to regenerate or this primary access key, in that case your application might break and it could have implications or downtime in the production. So what you can do is the application owners can use the secondary access key for the time being, and at the same time you can generate the primary access key, regenerate the primary access key, and notify the application to update the primary access keys. In that case, there would be no downtime, and it provides a kind of a high availability to the application. And as a security best practice, you can do this practice again after 30 or 60 days as per your organization requirement. And the problem here is like each and every time you need to notify your application in order to avoid any kind of breakage. And we'll study in the upcoming lecture, but just to give you an overview, because or to you an idea that this problem can be solved by using the keywords. In that case, we'll provide our application owners or the application administrator the URIs. In that case, they can use the keyword service to store these keys. And since these provides the what you say is a very high privilege access, so we need to have a better security of these keys. So like I mentioned, security account is protected by an access key, and so those should be rotated regularly, and name as well as access key are used to authenticate the account. Since access keys gives you full access to the storage account, so we use the RBAC role-based access control, like how the different users, application or groups can have access to your storage account depending on their role. And the another thing is this storage account and the the keys we are discussing are not only limited to your storage account, so they are used in the other services like service bus, media service, or you can say on the other platforms as well. And if you'll see, most of the cases, like applications are generally the primary consumer of these applications or these authentication keys or these access keys. Like in this case that the client is trying to access the web application, in this case web application, in order to authenticate to the storage account, they need to provide this storage account name as well as the access key in order to access the uh, data from the storage account, in order to, let's say, maybe to write something into the storage account. So this is it, friends, in this lecture, storage account security. So a pretty short lecture, I would say. Thank you for watching this lecture. Meet you in the next lecture.